Good afternoon, my name is Walt, W-A-L-T Miller, M-I-L-L-E-R. I'm the Chief of Police here at Evesham Township, New Jersey. So we just wanted to give you guys some information to share with the public about an arrest that occurred yesterday, September 26th. The Evesham Police Department, along with the Burlington County Prosecutor's Office, executed 2 search warrants yesterday in connection with an ongoing criminal investigation. One search warrant was executed at a residence in the 100 block of Wood Hollow Drive in Marlton. The second search warrant was executed at a public storage facility located at the public storage at Route 70 at the intersection of 73 in Marlton, New Jersey as well. The result of the search warrants gathered evidence related to ongoing thefts committed by a suspect. The suspect was operating a business online through Amazon where he was selling counterfeit health supplements to the public to defraud them, believing that they were purchasing health items that were manufactured by a national company, when in fact they were being counterfeited to simulate that and defraud the victims of the money that they were paying. This has been going on by this suspect since November of 2021. We have information that the frauds resulted in a theft of over $130,000 in cash during that period. The suspect that was charged is Brad Snyder. He's 47 years old. He's from Marlton, New Jersey. As a result of the investigation, he's been charged with theft by deception, a crime of the 2nd degree, theft by deception, a crime of the 3rd degree, counterfeiting, a crime of the 2nd degree, the second charge of counterfeiting, which is also a crime of the 3rd degree, and the use of a computer in criminal activity, which is a crime of the 2nd degree. Mr. Snyder was counterfeiting and selling Gut Connect 365. It's a health supplement manufactured nationally by Nestle. He was selling it on Amazon using the names Apex, A-P-E-X-X, as well as Miracle Tonics. And again, he's been doing it since November of 2021. This investigation began based on customer complaints that were made from customers purchasing items from Mr. Snyder online to Nestle about the quality of the products. Nestle began investigating. They notified Amazon that their products were being counterfeited, and then Amazon notified law enforcement. That's what generated us to commence this investigation, and ultimately led to the execution of the search warrants and the arrest of Mr. Snyder. Mr. Snyder is currently being held in the Burlington County Jail pending the first appearance hearing, which will be scheduled at the county, and that will determine his continuing detention in connection with these crimes. So we would ask the public, anyone who had purchased any items on Amazon and they believe they're a victim of Mr. Snyder through the names of Apex or Miracle Tonics, to contact the Evesham Police Department, and that we would be able to facilitate assisting them in quantifying if they were a victim of these crimes or not. So that's all I have for this. If there's any questions. Yes?
Because he was selling this on Amazon, I mean, there could be victims all over the country. Will there be another entity investigating, or how can you reach victims that are who knows where outside of this area who may have been defrauded by Mr. Snyder?
Yeah, so we seize computer in connection with this investigation. They will undergo forensic analysis. Determining on what we find on those computers may help identifying victims. In the event we do, and they're outside of the jurisdiction of us, we would notify the victim, and or the law enforcement agent having jurisdiction. Considering he was perpetrating the crime here, we may be able to prosecute him here locally, even if they were, a victim anywhere else in the world. So we would need to speak with the victim, get all the information, so we can make an informed determination about that.
Do we know what he was putting in these supplements, or what was he actually selling?
It was just cinnamon, sugar, like just anything that he could put in there to replicate the look, taste, and consistency of the actual product. Yeah, we buy blank jars that look like the product. He would print, labels that mimic the product, and then he put materials in there that mimic the product well, and then he'd heat seal them so they look like they were produced in a factory. It's a sophisticated operation he had to replicate this, but he was replicating it with something that people were ingesting, which provided no health benefit, nor did it have any component of what they thought they were purchasing.
We don't think it was anything that he was putting in there that would have been harmful to people's health, though.
As of this time, we don't believe so. We believe it was just other products that were cheaper to create that had zero health benefits, frankly.
And again, was it Nestle that contacted you?
They contacted Amazon about the complaints they were getting. Amazon contacted law enforcement, so that's how we got it.
Was it you, law enforcement?
Us and the prosecutor.
Because of where the address may have been, the mailing address that he was using?
Correct, yes.
And then those two, the Apex and Miracle Tonics, those storefronts have been taken down from Amazon since this investigation?
Yes, yes.
The public storage, the storage unit, was he just using that for product storage, or how does that relate to the investigation?
Product storage and, so basically it was, the place where we did the search warrants, they're small condos, so it was a place that, maximized the available space for the store. And it's close to his condo.
And then when did your department, in terms of the timeline, when did you guys get looped in terms of the investigation?
That I'm not 100% sure of.
It's a couple of weeks.
A couple weeks ago, yes. Sorry about that.
And the best thing that people can do if they hear the story today, read the story, and they bought something like this. What?
Yeah, contact our police department. They can call 983 or 856-983-1116, where they can go online. We have a customer or like a report system online. They can file an online report, and then the detective will be in touch with them.
Chief, I think the most disturbing part about this is, so many people buy stuff off of Amazon, and so many people think that because they're buying stuff from Amazon, that's reputable. What would you say to people who are buying supplements or anything from these various storefronts who are just assuming that they're getting legitimate product?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of experience with Amazon. I can say with Amazon, they did the right thing here. They identified a problem seller, and that the activity was criminal in nature, and he notified us. But I know in purchasing on Amazon, Nestle can sell products through Amazon, as well as so could I. I would just say beware when you're not buying from a national company or from the manufacturer themselves, and it's a third-hand distributor, that there is a chance that it could be fraudulent. Not all the time. There's legitimate businesses out there that operate on Amazon and do very well and provide a great service to the public. Unfortunately, there's people out there like Mr. Snyder that exploit them systems and try to, make ill-gotten money through that product.
What sorts of punishments, if Brad Snyder is convicted, what could he be facing?
Well, for second-degree offense, could be up to 10 years in prison. Any other questions? I appreciate you guys covering it and getting the information out to the public. I'm sure there's a lot of victims out there, so we do appreciate that.